What's good? What's good? AK in the building, Frostbite in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Happy Saturday, y'all. Gonna try to push 12 rounds today. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's work. Hold on, chat. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Round number 1. OG C's Corners in the building. 60 Flowers Child is in the building. King Anubis is in the building. Salute. Fuck it, the music ain't working, so we just gonna work. Alright guys, round number 2. 2, second round. Seconds out, please, seconds out. Round number 3 coming up. Woo! not sunny. It's cloudy. Feels good out here. She said, kill it. Hell yeah. For sure. Let's get it. Shout out to the people in the building. Happy Saturday. It's been a minute since I hit this bag, but we working. Round number 3. Oh man, boy. Gotta take a break in between. I'm gonna take a lap. I'll be right back. Shout out to the people in the building. Round number 4. We pushing for 12 today, y'all. So 6 with the gloves and 6 with the hand. 6 without the gloves. So we're on round number 4. Let's go. Round number 4. Both punch combination. 3 punch. Go. Switch. I actually got a bad shoulder. My left shoulder's kind of bad right now. From Win Think Gaming, what's going on? Let's go. The BC family's in the building. What's going on? Round number 5, ladies and gentlemen. 5. Let's go. This old man still got it at 51, you know what I mean? Gotta keep them boxing skills up to par. 5, coming up. All right, now a few rounds without the gloves. Shadow box. Let me go grab me some H2O real quick. Simply Whipped is in the building. Salute. Round number 6, guys. Shadow box. Round 7 coming up. What do you say? Okay, get closer. Yeah, you gotta learn how to protect yourself. That's for sure. There's a few guys out here in this state already had these hands before. They already know. Round number 7. Gotta protect yourself and your family, you know? Gotta protect your family. Round number 7. How's everybody feeling? Holy crap, hold on. I didn't have my plug plugged in. I was about to go dead. Hold on. I can't see the chat. My screen's dim. I'll be right back. Never mind. I don't need it. Can't see my cursor. Amen. There we go. Now, all right, round number 8. Shout out to the people in the building. Round number 8 coming up. Be right back. there, Jen. I do apologize. I was taking care of my son real quick. Shout out to the people in the building. We're on round number 8. By the time I'm done, he'll be done eating. I gotta put him on the couch because he got 2 casts on his calves surgery. So I gotta keep on darting in and out for him. Let me go over and check on my son real quick. Round number 9, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the people in the building. Appreciate you guys pulling up, man. Momo in the building, what's going on? I'll give y'all some points, hold on. Y'all need points? I got y'all. Here y'all go. There you go. Gamble on. Everybody got points today. Give you guys 1,000,000 points. Everybody, number 9. Number 10 coming up. Great cardio, y'all. It's your boy Leo in the building. What's going on? Salute. Hope you guys are having a good day. Round number 10. Some more rounds. Chalices, baby. Chalices. Round 11 coming up. Woo! Final round coming up. Man. Southern Bay Coyote in the building. What's going on? Doing pretty good, man. Just getting my workout on. How you feeling today? Hope all is well, bro. Fourth and final round. Nice and cloudy. It's not hot out here. Okay, last round. Gotta take your time out here, man. Cardio, gotta keep that heart going. I ain't gonna lie, Chad, I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired as hell. But I keep pushing, dude. Let's go. Last round. where I can sit my happy ass down. All right. Oh yeah, you know that's right, man. Appreciate you guys pulling up, man. Oh yeah. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to y'all. That was 12 solid rounds, guys. 12 solid rounds. Great cardio. Something to do, you know. 12 solid rounds. Now a few rounds of shadow boxing, and I'll chop it up with you guys for a little bit. Work on my foot movement. Footwork is very important. You gotta have that foundation. Footwork. Be right back. We're gonna move up to the balcony now, y'all. That was a good 12 rounds. Good 12 rounds of bag work. Chop it up with you guys for a little bit. I don't drop shit. I'm tired, y'all. What's going on? Salute. Some good cardio, man. Happy Saturday to my peoples, man. Hope you guys are great. Yes, let's go, man. I did 12 rounds. I did 12 rounds in the bag, and I did an extra, you know, little bit about shadow boxing. So the boy is tired right now. Gotta keep that old heart going, you know. I'm an old man. I'm getting there anyway. 51 years old. Gotta stay in shape somehow. It's been a while since I smacked that bag though. How y'all feeling today? Smack that like button for your war. Share out the live. Just about anybody you can, you know. Let me go grab my cup. I'll be right back. Sun's starting to beam now. I'm glad I got my work done before that sun start beaming. I'm doing pretty good, Momo. Just resting up after that good workout. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Mic check, mic check. You guys can hear me all right? Yeah, man. I'm glad I got that bag, that Everlast bag. You know what I mean? Because ever since COVID-19, when I was working at the gym, you know, being a trainer over there with the students and everything, it kind of killed everything. You know, I was going over there every week, you know, training myself and helping you know, and helping kids out too, you know, get in shape. All right, cool. I was helping those kids get in shape over there, man, and it kind of killed everything. So I had to grab me a bag myself to keep me in shape. But it's been a minute. But now that it's gonna get cold, I better, you know what I mean? I decided to come out today and get a little workout on. I was gonna do a little gaming, but I haven't done this vlog in a while, so here I am. You guys can talk about anything you want, man. It's an open panel from this point, you know. I'm not on StreamYard or anything like that, but it's an open topic. You guys can talk about whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever you guys feel like talking about, you guys, you know what I mean? I do have a request, though. I had a request about a story I was telling a long time ago. And I was kind of hoping to see Frugal Mama, Wellness with Frugal Mama in here before I start the story. Give you guys a little story that I experienced when I was a young kid. Me and my brothers and sisters, and this is real. This is a real story, guys. This is not a made-up story. It's very much real. You know what I mean? So we're gonna give it a minute to see if Mrs. Frugal Mama pull up. And this is very interesting, you know. I would never forget this day, you know. I would never forget it, and it's just something that stuck in my head, you know. And it's a good thing, you know. I mean, it was very touching. So give me a few minutes, and I'm gonna go grab me some more water because this is empty. Now it is. Just a little bit of water was in there, so I'm gonna go get me some ice water, and we can chop it up. Oh yeah, man! Look, it's actually cloudy. It stormed like a mug yesterday, man. If you guys go on Christina G's on her channel, she had actually dropped the upload on the weather that we had yesterday, so be sure to check that out. Hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show Christina G some love on her channel. It's Christina G. She doesn't do no gaming content. She's all about just sounds and stuff, so check that out. And yeah, it poured raining and thunder last night, but now it's nice and cloudy. You know, it's not. I hope it don't rain because we got some steaks we're gonna throw on the grill here in a little bit. But let me come back out here with this water. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Got the rest of my cord. Alright. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Happy Saturday. Sun's kind of getting in my way. But yeah, it's beautiful, man. If you guys can see the past the clouds and stuff, we're actually surrounded by a lot of mountains out here in Utah. You know what I mean? But we have a lot of mountains. We're surrounded by a lot of mountains, so we get a lot of wind. You know, we get a lot of rain. You know, like a few years back when they had that big ass I'll call it a damn hurricane, because that wind coming up in here strong, man. That wind was hella strong. Hope it don't rain, because there's some steaks that need to be cooked today or tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys. For you guys those who don't know, man, I used to I know there's a lot of new people that come to this channel. You know, so I'm gonna say this. For those who don't know, man, I used to be a boxer. I started out when I was 9 years old. The reason why I started boxing because I was bullied in school. You know, that's why when little kids online say they've been bullied, oh, my son's trying to get him. When little kids say they've been bullied in high school or in school and stuff, it kind of like really ticks me off, you know, because I was a victim of bullying, but I learned how to box. You know what I mean? I learned how to box. I started out watching one of my favorite shows to watch is Rocky, all the Rocky Balboa movies. Rocky, you know, from Rocky 1, from Rocky all the way to the last one. You know, but I started watching that, and I told my mom and dad, I was like, you know, no, I didn't tell my mom and dad. I just went. We lived right across the street from the Marshall White Center, and they had a gym in there where you can play basketball. They had a karate class downstairs. They had a weight room, and a swimming pool. They had boxing. They had volleyball. They had everything that you needed in there, right? So as a kid, I used to go there and just, you know, just be myself. You know, like I said, I never knew how to fight or anything like that. I used to go in there and just look around and shoot the ball at the basket and hit the back of the rim, you know, the back of the backboard. And then finally I went up on the stage because all the bags was up on the stage. And I went up there and I started, you know, looking around. And there was older guys, you know, guys older than me. There was no kids. I was probably the only youngest guy, the only youngest boy on the stage at that time. So, you know, I was like, you know, just messing around, trying to hit the bag. I wasn't very accurate at it. And this guy came up to me. He's an old guy. His name was Bill Lyons, rest in peace. He said, boy, that's not how you hit that. That's not how you throw a punch. This is how you throw a punch. And he threw, from his angle, he threw a left. He threw his left jab to the bag. Boom. And it kind of like made that pop sound. Pop. Because that's how you throw a punch. He goes, now you try it. And once again, I was like, you know, maybe just like a feather, like hitting the bag. Like there was no power, there was no accuracy, there was nothing. He says, boy, get out of here. He ran me out of there. Get out of here. Come back when you're ready, right? So I went out down the stairs. I didn't even leave. I just went and hit start throwing the ball at the basketball, you know what I mean, at the court, and down the court. And I went back on that stage. And he says, you're back, huh? I says, yeah, I'm back, you know. So hit the bag. Because this time I want you to put your hands up. You know what I mean? So once you put your hands up and guard your face. So, you know, I'm way up here this time. So he slapped my hands down. Bam! Like from his perspective, from down here, he smacked my whole hands down. Wham! Now, whoom! He goes, boy, get out of here. And I said, I'm going nowhere. He goes, you want to learn how to box, huh? Yeah. Put them gloves on over there. These some big ass gloves. Like these right here, these are nothing compared to the gloves back then. And these are small. These are bag gloves. So these are 10-ounce gloves. These are 10 ounces. But he made me put on 16-ounce gloves, which was probably bigger than, my head at that time. So I put those gloves on, and he told me to throw a 1-2. But I wasn't a southpaw, I was a conventional fighter. Boom, boom. He goes, I want you to throw a 1-2 until I tell you to quit. Because I don't care if your hands get tired, I don't care if your arms drop, I don't care. You're on my stage, you're in my gym. And he goes, I want you to throw a 1-2. And I start catching on to that, ladies and gentlemen. I started throwing the left, right. Left, right. He goes, oh, you're a natural now, huh? He said, before you came in here, because you wasn't, you couldn't even throw a punch. Because I want you to throw a third punch behind it. So it was like a 1-2-3. 1-2-3 with the left hook, right? So I start catching on to that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. So I want you to do that for 1.5 minutes. Put the timer on there, and I start catching on. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. But to me, I felt like I wasn't getting that power, you know what I mean? There was no power there, so I wanted to switch over. So I switched myself, and I told myself, okay, right, left, right. You know what I mean? The hook. And boy, did that bag sound off. From that point, from them 3 punches, boom, boom, boom. He goes, oh, you keep going. He put it from 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. And I was in there. Bing, bing, bing. Because I want you to put a fourth punch on there. So it was 1, 2, 3, straight down the middle. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a 4-punch combination. Bing, 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 bing. And from that point, I took off. So I trained all that day, and I was happy. I felt good. I was sweating, tired, and I went home. I never told my mom and my dad. I just went back. I kept going back to the gym, right? And I started getting good at it. Bing, 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 bing. I've been at 9 years old, right? Just getting better at boxing. Like, you practice something and you get better at it. You practice, you get better. And all I can think about that whole time is my so-called friends in school beating me up, Wasn't doing it for no revengeful thing, for no revenge. I was doing it to protect myself. So in time, I got better. I started sparring with other little kids. Got my nose busted a couple times, got my lip busted. And then I learned how to do defense, you know what I mean? Because you can throw punches. It's easy to throw punches, but if you don't protect yourself, you're going to get smacked up in your body, all up in your face, right? So after that, the little kid beat me up. I'm not going to lie. He beat me up pretty bad. I was even crying. I even cried. And that coach came up to me and goes, we don't cry in here. There's no crybabies in this gym. If you want to cry, you can get up out of here. He was quick to put you out of there. Rest in peace, Mr. Lion. He was quick to put you out, right? Get out. There's no crybabies. So I had to suck those tears up, right? And then I went home, came back the third day, sparred that little kid again, and we were going at it. And this time we was in the center ring. Bing, 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 bing. We were just going at it. Bing, 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 bing. We were like this. Our head was like bobble dolls, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. And we got better at sparring, me and him got better at sparring. And then they said, like about, I don't know, in that time I say about 6 weeks, 7, 8 weeks went by. And they asked me, it says, young man, you want to fight? But I'm already fighting. He goes, no, do you want to fight? Like, do you want to get in the ring and earn one of these? And he went to the office, and he came out with a little baby trophy. It was a little baby trophy. But to me, that was a big, like, when you're 9 years old, a trophy about that big, it was just something that I wanted. I wanted that trophy. He goes, this is something that you earn. He goes, I'm not going to give it to you. You have to earn this. You know how you earn it? You win fights. You win. He goes, we have a tournament coming up, not a tournament, we have a boxing thing coming up. Have your mom and your dad sign this piece of paper to give us consent to, so you can box. So I'm all happy. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go home. I'm going to tell my mom and dad I'm going to be a boxer. I'm going to be a boxer. I was happy, jumping up and down, you know what I mean? I went home. I said, Mom, Dad, I said, would you sign this? I said, boy, I'm not signing that paper. My mom, she was the breadwinner, My dad, he was always gone on railroad. Boy, I'm not signing that piece of paper. I don't even know what that piece of paper is. I'm just read it. You know what I mean? I didn't tell her it was a boxing piece of paper. I wanted her to find out for herself. So she said, she looked at it. She read it. She goes, oh, no. And she just tossed the paper. I said, no, Mom, not one of these. She goes, boy, you're going to get your little ass whooped. You're going to get your ass whooped, boy. I was like, no, Mom, but I'm training. I've been training for like 8 weeks over there. A few months. So my dad says, let that boy box. Let that boy be a boxer. I like my dad. He was a big boxing fan already. That's when Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Smoking Joe Robinson, all those, back in the day, I was born in 71. So, back in them days, them old school fighters, you know what I mean? He's like, let that boy box and see what he's made of, you know what I mean? So, he signed it. She signed it, you know what I mean? They both signed it. And I hurry up and took that paper. I ran back to that gym so fast, turned in my paper, and lo and behold, I was in the ring. I won my first fight. I won all my fights as an amateur. As a kid, I grew up winning fights. Just winning, got older. Started entering the Golden Gloves, winning. And then I lost, to be honest with you guys, I had 385 fights, and I only lost 17 of those bouts. I lost 17 bouts to the same guy. We fought 17 times, me and him. I lost 17 times to him. I just couldn't catch that guy. He was really fast. May he rest in peace. I'm going to call his name or anything, but rest in peace, my friend. We fought 17 times and we became really close. And that's the only, the only loss I had was through him, but all the rest of the fights were all just shutouts. You know what I mean? That's a lot of fights. I went back, as I got older, as I started going back to school, and I'm skipping something, I'm sorry. As I learned how to box, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't go to school looking to beat nobody up, revenge on the people who used to beat me up. I went to school to get the education. That's what you do. Go to school, you learn. Because my mom and dad didn't play that get suspended from school, or you get in trouble in school, you get your ass whooped. You know what I mean? From your parents back then. So I went to school. I said, I felt sorry for that boy. Kept telling me, because he pushed me. We was in line. You know how you line up for lunch? Take these off. We lined up for lunch. And I didn't have the best clothes in school. They made fun of my clothes. They made fun of my shoes. They made fun of because I used to wear glasses. They made fun of my glasses case because it was a Wonder Woman's case my mom had bought me. You know what I mean? That was the only thing that she could afford at that, those days. Yes, it was a Wonder Woman's case. It was a Wonder Woman's case. It was a Marvel, right? So they made fun of that. So when the dude pushed me, and in boxing they teach you how to be stable. You know what I mean? You gotta stay stable on your foot. So if someone pushes you, you just rock back, right? As he did that, I rocked back and I told him I didn't want to fight him. He goes, wait till after lunch. Quite naturally after lunch, you go to recess, and you play the recess for about a half an hour, and you take your butt back into school and you learn. So from that point, I said, okay, I didn't tell him I was going to beat his ass or anything, but I'm acting just normal, acting scared as I used to do. Told him I don't want to fight. I don't want you to beat me up no more. Da da da. So he goes, wait till recess. I'm gonna kick your butt like that. He didn't swear or anything. So at recess, I came on out because before I used to hide. Came on out outside of recess. Him and his friends came up on me. It was like a movie scene. Came up on me, and he pushed me, and he used to call me like a garbage pail kid. Stinky Stan. That's what he called me. Stinky Stan. Da-da-da-da, right? Alright. So I was waiting he can push me all day long, but I kept rocking back, right? So when he did it again, I got tired of that because he was getting harder and harder. And when he did it again, ladies and gentlemen, I rocked back and I caught him with that left hook. And that was it. That was it. I mean, it sounds like this. Hold on. And he lived around the corner from me right till this day. Same guy that I tell you about. He lives right around the corner from me. But when he did it, I rocked back and caught him with that left hook, and it sounded like this. You know what I mean? And he fell down to the ground crying like a little baby. His other friends, it's true, man. You know, it's true when they say the bully, the head bully, whoop his ass, everybody else just fall off. You know what I mean? It's like pulling the flower out the ground. The main flower, and the rest just die. So that's what happened to him. I hit him so damn hard in the side of his face. He didn't come mess with me no more, or his friends. But in time, I got better. Like I said, I didn't want to go to school to fight. I wanted to go to school to learn. But yeah, it was very interesting. But the story I do want to tell you guys about is when I was younger as well. It was me and Frugal Mama. I hope you catch the replay, because I know you want to hear this story. But me, my sister, and my brother. Once again, I was 12? I was 12 years old. My sister, she was 15. And my brother Anthony, he's 2 years old, he was 14. So 14, my sister was 17, and I'm 12. My mom, she said, okay. She said, give us money, give my sister money, because she's the oldest. I'm going to give you guys this money. And you guys are going to go to this water slide. And the water slide, till this day, ladies and gentlemen, it's just right around the corner from where I'm sitting right here. But it's like not right around the corner, but it's like a good 5-minute drive away from here. Next time I go that way, I'm going to try to get the picture of it. I'm going to try to get the picture of that water slide. So we went to that water slide. And it was a beautiful day. It was something like this. It was cloudy, but it wasn't rainy. It wasn't sunny. It wasn't rainy. It was an overcast. Something like what you see in the sky. Cloudy, right? So we having fun going up and down the slide all day long, you know what I mean, having fun, getting wet, and man, it was fun. We was having ball. We, got out the water, ate some hot dogs, hamburgers, whatnot, drink, snacks, cotton candy, whatever they had over there, we bought, until the thing was, when the money's gone, when all that money that your mom gave you is gone, it's time to leave. You know what I mean? You had your fun. And mom's always said, be home before that damn street light come on. You know what I mean? Before that street light go off, bring your ass home. So, being that my sister being the oldest, she said, I know I wasn't walking. I mean, I was young, and I was tiny. My sister grabbed a damn shopping cart. I'll never forget this day. She grabbed the shopping cart, and she was pushing me in that shopping cart. Until the point where she said, you know what, get out the shopping cart. She pushed from the water slide. She walked all the way down Riverdale Road with it until we got into Washington Boulevard. No, on Harrison. And it was going to Washington. All the way down. We went all the way down that long road. I'll never forget it. And she ditched that basket because we was on the flat road to where we was almost home. From that point, all this wind, it started getting really, 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 really windy. Like, it was windy. So from when we was walking, the wind was on our backside. So it was actually pushing us forward. Like, pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. When you walking and you get all this wind that's in your back, it kind of make you walk a little faster, right? So that's what it was doing. Green, what's going on, friend? Salute. So, and we had a ways to go. We had a ways to go home, right? My sister was like, I'm tired too. And my brother was saying we was all tired, right? And had a good day at the swim park. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was windy. You could even hear it and feel it on your back. So as we was walking and the wind's pushing us, we looking, and all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a real story, I could see three people. I could see three images, should I say. As we was walking, they was approaching. And I'm looking to myself, who's this? Like we couldn't see them because it was bright. And I was like, I had bad eyes, but I had seen them. I could see them clearly, but I couldn't see their face. I just could see what they had on was white, pure white. But this was from a distance. But as we got closer and closer, it was like they was like pushing. It was so strong. Like if we're getting pushed to our back, you can imagine walking with like towards the wind. Like you're like, you know what I mean? It's like you're like, boom, boom. You're trying to like force yourself to not get blew back, from what I seen. But these guys were like, I ain't gonna call them these images. They were just walking, but they was like walking. It was like a slow motion because of the wind. And when they got closer and closer, and it was like our eyes were peeled. Me, my brother, I got another one. Me, my brother, and my sister we were focused on what was coming towards us. It was like a shock light. You know what I mean? We were looking, and they got closer and closer. And right when they got there, they stopped. And I asked them, I'll never forget, I said, which way you guys going? Because we're walking towards the wind. Walking towards the wind. And they have pure white on. They have pure white on, and their hair, they all had the same length hair. The same, and it was like a wooling hair. It wasn't like my hair, but it was long, almost like a wool hair, but pretty, like pretty long wool hair. All three of them. And you could not help but keep your eye on them. I'm getting goosebumps by telling you guys this story. You could not help by looking at them. They were so clean, like they were clean. It was like there was no dirt, there was no nothing. It was just clean. Like, and then I looked down, and I'll never forget it. I couldn't even. These are flip flops. These are slippers. These ones were thick, and then they had these things. They were like, they go this way, that way, crossway, this way, that way, and then the back of them, they had the same thing on them, and then they had their foot in them. Clean. Brown, black, whatever the color they were. Once again, I asked them which way they were going, where they're going. They said we're walking with the wind. Okay. You could not help but keep your eye on them. And we passed each other like this. And we all went, I kept looking back. Me and my sister and my brother, and if they were here right now with me, they'll tell you the same thing. As we're walking, we're going from where we was going north, and they were going south. So it was like this. And we kept going like this. One, could still see them. Okay, we walked down some more. Two, can still see them. Plain as day, they were walking. Three, they're gone. All three of them, gone. Like it was a wonderful, but kind of a scary, but it was a enlightening feeling. Like it was a peaceful feeling. You know what I mean? Like I could still visualize that. One, and you can. I'm for real. It's like shoulder. Like it's from. I don't know. It was weird. It's like, you know how you look back and you can see somebody and you can see them again, and then you look back and you can't see them at all. They disappeared, ladies and gentlemen. They were gone. I mean, they didn't run across the street, or they didn't jump a fence or anything like that. They disappeared. They was gone. So from my experience, from when I got older, I was puzzled by it. I was like, who was that? So when I got older and went home and we explained that to my mom, because my dad, he was always gone at work. And my mom, she says, boys and girls, because we only had, there's 3 boys, 2 girls.
My sister was the only one in the household at the time. She says, children, those are angels. Those are the angels of God. Because we explained what happened. He said, Moms, we were walking with the wind, like towards, like, where our backs was, like, the wind was on our back. So the wind was pushing us towards north, but they were walking south, so the wind's in their face. And then when we turned around 3 times, they were gone. And she said, son, daughter, son, those were the angels of the Lord. Till this day, I really, really, really believe it. That's my spiritual experience, man. You guys don't believe it, man. There are spiritual beings out there. God exists. Angels exist. You know, why they were down here, I don't know. I don't know. But they were here, and they were gone. They were here, they were gone. What did you say? I can't see that. Hold on. Yeah, man. I feel you. But ladies and gentlemen, my shit gonna get hot. But I will never forget that day. I want to share that with you guys. I mean, that was a hell of an experience for me and my sister and my brother. Like I said, if they were here, they would actually tell you that same story. That same exact story. I'm going to tell you guys a creepy story now, okay? After that, like, let's say some years after that, you know, I will never forget that story. Now, till this day, I will never forget it, man. You know, that's why, you know, I pray every day. I try to, even when I'm praying. Even if I'm not praying, I believe that your soul prays for you, or you have an angel that prays for you as well. So, I got into breakdancing. Boom, boom. I used to break dance. Slim TV is in the building. Yeah, it was, man. That you know what it was, and it was a great experience. That's why I say, man, the Lord is real. You know what I mean? He is real. God is good. So at those times, I never used to break dance. I never, like I said, people, they kind of like disowned me, like, for some reason when I was younger. You know what I mean? So I started breaking dancing, learning how to it. You know what I mean? To my friend, I'm gonna call him CG. I'm gonna say CR. No, I'm gonna call him Cornut. But anyway, my friend, he's good at it. He used to break his ass off, and we used to go to school together. He was my best friend. Let's put it that way. He was one of my best friends, man. We did everything, man, as far as kicking it. You know what I mean? And you know, went to school together. He, you know, watched my back and all. So he says, "You want to learn how to break dance, man?" I was like, "Yeah, I suck at this shit." You know what I mean? Pop block. You know what I mean? He was good at it. He was good at breakdown. It was a different. A lot of people get this is break. That's not breaking. This is pop block. This is pop blocking. Breakdance is when you get on the ground, you spin around on your feet. When you spin around on your back, you do the windmill, you do the helicopter, you do the nut cut, you do the swipe, whatever you're doing. That's breakdancing. So he was a badass breakdancer, and I was a beginner pop blocker, right? Man, you don't do that shit like that. Started telling me how to take, do, you know what I mean? Because you're getting good at it. We practice every day. In fact, we used to go to this place called the Man Theater. It was a movie. But we didn't go into the movie. They had a game room right next to it. You know, and they had carpet. You know, you don't want to spin on your back and, you know, do the helicopter on the carpet. You get rug burns and shit. So we got this cardboard. It was a big old piece of cardboard. Taped it to their carpet. And they didn't even mind. The people didn't mind. It's like, you know, they liked the music, but keep it down type of shit, you know what I mean? Because people watching movies. But we was in there rocking that shit. And, we got good in there, right? Taught me how to do the chop rock. He taught me how to spin on my back, which I was probably one of the fastest spinners in the breakdance. I thought out here. I had a badass backspin, everybody. I'm telling you, I had the fastest backspin. No one can fuck with me on my back, bro. But as far as top rocking and spinning on the knees and all that shit, they could kick that shit. But I was always do, and I'll hurry up and do a little shuffle on my feet, and hurry up, go to my back and just spin like crazy. So one day we got a group called Chain Reaction. It was just me and him. So we gotta recruit more people into the crew, the Chain Reaction crew. You know what I mean? Because they had the Ogden City Breakers. You know what I mean? They were good. The Ogden City Breakers, they were good. So we wanted to compete with these guys. They had a total of 8 breakers. So we was like, we need 8 chain reactions. You know what I mean? We want to make a chain reaction. You know what I mean? Boom. Like a chain. So we got me, Corey. Then we got my man Sant. And then we got my man Victor. Then we got my man Adrian. And then we got my man Santos, Adrian, Corey, Victor, Lil Ray. We got a lot of people, right? And we start getting better. We did this routine. I'm gonna tell you the story in a minute. Y'all be like, what's this got to do with the scary story? So we got good with this routine. It was called the Charlie Hustle. I'll never forget it. We did the Charlie Hustle, and we was out there breaking fools off. We beat the Majestics. We kept spanking the Majestics. Those guys are weak. And then we went up against the Ogden City Breakers, and they cheated us. I thought we beat them. They stole our break move, but our routine. You call me correct that. They stole our routine, which was the chain react or the Charlie Hustle. They took it from us, but they added that with a little bit of baseball, which it was tight. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, sucking that up. So me, Corey, and Victor. Corey goes, man, let's go to the bakery. In fact, we went over there and stole a whole bunch of donuts and shit from the bakery. Whole bag shit full, right? So let's go to my house. You guys can kick back at my house. I'll never forget. It was a Saturday night. And I think I showed some people that that been following me for a while. But I'll have to actually go back again and show you guys. The house don't exist no more, but I'll show you the location where it was. So my friend Corey, he lived right in front of this house. Right in front of this house that they call the Seance house. It had this light. Big old lights to flash on all night. And I would ask him, this is how I found out. I said, man, why is that light flashing constantly back there? He goes, man, you don't want to never go back there. I go, why, man? He goes, you just don't ever go back there, man. That's a Seance house. I was like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Just don't go back there, man. They worship shit back there. I was like, oh, okay. This time I'm 14, 15 years old. So I looked out the window and I remember seeing that light flashing, and on top of that light, ladies and gentlemen, was this gargoyle. I'm not lying, it was this gargoyle sitting up there. It was a gargoyle. He was sitting like this on the light. The light would flash out. There was 2 of them, one on the right, one on the left, and it was a spooky place. You can tell it was spooky. It was a very spooky place. But I never went over there. I would just keep looking over there, right? Don't ever go over there, man. I was like, oh, okay. So he says, man, you can sleep on the couch. Victor, you can go upstairs. No, how he put it, he says, y'all can all sleep in my brother's room, and one can sleep on the couch, or you can sleep in the other room. I was like, I'll sleep, but I want to sleep downstairs on the couch, right? It's much cooler down there. I want to sleep upstairs. It was hot in Corey's house. I remember laying on that couch, and Corey he had this boom box, and he had this song playing by Shannon. Your voice echoes in the dark. Your voice echoes. Your voice echoes in the dark, dark, dark. It's a breakdance song, right? And I remember him playing that. And then he had this bike that was like a exercise bike, an older bike. It had a big ass wheel on it. You know, old school bikes where you get on it, and it actually has a fan. You know what I mean? The more you pedal, the more air you get on the fan, right? I remember it was sitting from where I was laying on the couch, old couch, stereo, bike. And I'm just sitting there, and there's a window right here. there's a window right there, and I would always look out. And the shade, the blinds were like those ignition blinds where you can take them, you can turn them up or down, whatever. So I just turned them up, you know what I mean, so I could see outside because I like looking outside, you know what I mean. Slowly listening to the music, kicking back. And I'm not like, it's like I closed my eyes, man, and I don't know if I dozed off. It was really weird. But I remember hearing that bike, that exercise bike going. I could hear the music. I know the music's going in my ear. But why is this bike going? What's going on with this bike? I was scared to open my eyes. Right? I just thought maybe Corey was working out. Victor came down to work out. Somebody's working out. But it was going faster. No, it was going slow at first. And it started going faster and faster and faster. And I kind of like wanted to open my eye all the way, but I kind of like slowly start peeking my eye. You know how you just slowly peek your eye open to see, like when you was a kid, you like, you know what I mean? It's like, pretty sure y'all was scared of the closet when y'all were little. Like, close that closet door, mama, I'm scared to sleep over here, like that. I wasn't hollering for my mom or anything. But I was scared because for one, he says, there's a seance house back here. Don't ever go over there. It's late for number two. It's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Somebody's on this damn machine that I don't see yet. So, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? As I slowly peeked my eyes open, I looked over there and I could see this figure. It had these long ears, these long pointy ears, and he was riding. He was getting it too. He had some long feet, like his feet was longer than the fucking pedal. And he was getting it. I'll never forget this. I told Christina G this. And he was getting it. He was looking at me. And I was like, oh my God, I thought I was dreaming. And I peeked up and he was getting it faster and faster and faster. And I put the covers over my head and I said a little prayer. And after I was on my prayer, it was daylight. And it was a smell that I would never forget. I can't even describe the smell it was, but it was a funky, it was like more like rubber. It was like rubber. And I don't even know, it was like a bad stench. But I know that rubber smell. And I got up from Corey's couch and never returned to that house. Never returned to Corey's house after that day. I seen Corey in school, and I mentioned to Corey, I said, Corey? I said, he looked at me, he already knew. He goes, you seen it, huh? I said, yeah. He goes, man, that thing comes to me every night in my room. But it doesn't come to his room, it comes into his window. This is a real fucking story, ladies and gentlemen. He said it came to him in his window. His experience was, I said, well, after that point, I said, I can't sleep at your house no more, I'm good. I don't want to sleep at your house. So, his story, to me, is that demon, whatever it was, that come to him, it like, he had a bunk bed. Him and his brother had a bunk bed in a room. He was on the bottom. No, he was on the top. His brother was on the bottom. And I'm gonna tell you another one after this. His brother experienced too. Remember, they live behind a seance house, by the way. He said he'll get up. He said every night, every morning, it's always 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That's why they say those are devil hours. 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. He said he would get up, and he would always know he'd be woken up by a growling sound outside his window. He thought it may be his dog or someone else's dog. He said he looked outside, and the same thing that I seen was this time. It was like small, but he started rising all the way up, all the way up, all the way up until he's like just window level with Corey. Like he would just like look at him, and Corey said he jumped in his bed and he covered his face up and said a prayer, and then when he wakes up, that same stench of rubber and the foul stench. So he said to his mom that he didn't want to live in that house no more. That was why Corey always stayed gone out of his house. His mom ended up moving out the house. His brother ended up moving out of the house. They end up destroying that house. That house does not exist no more, or the house behind it. So whatever they were doing in that seance house was actually, I mean, they were like neck to neck, man. Here's that house, here's his house. And his house, Corey house, ladies and gentlemen, was round. Even the stairs, it was a round house. The stairs went like this. Like that. You had to walk up, bam! You're going down, it's like a swirl, like a, you know what I mean? Like you get an ice cream, an ice cream machine, and it goes like this. That's how the stairs were. They're like that. You know what I mean? And then it stops, and then you go into a bedroom, hallway, another bedroom, a bathroom. I remember that house plain as day. But they ended up destroying that house. But just before they did, this one that got me. This really got me. His brother was a rock and roll guy. He liked Iron Maiden, he liked Metallica, he liked it, there was Iron Maiden, especially Iron Maiden. Back then when you went to his room, all he had was Iron Maiden poster, Puppet Master, to be exact. I remember that poster because I remember the Iron Maiden had that Puppet Master. He was like this, and he was holding some more guys down there, but they was in a puppet string. You know what I mean? So his experience was he was asleep and he heard something jump off his poster. No, he heard his poster like that. He heard some cracking like that. So he looked over and he said those puppets off of his poster jumped off like, and it was like that. It was like they were all like that. It was like just that tripped me out just by thinking about it. He's like they were like that, and that poster, I could see that poster today. I was like, damn, that's too creepy. Like, you know what I mean? It, like, that jumped out of the poster. Come on, man. Like, you would think this is like a drama story, but this is actually real shit. But they end up tearing that house down. That house does not exist over there no more. One of these days, when I go back in the hood, I'm gonna show y'all. If you go deep back into one of my playlists, it's gonna be probably hard to find. I give you footage of the area that I'm telling you guys about right now. I'm actually telling you guys the same story that I told you while I was down in that area. You know what I mean? Those are some spooky stories. Back then, man, I'm telling you, back where I'm from in the hood, man, there was a lot of spooky houses. This is another one. This is another crazy story. I haven't done this in a while. This is actually pretty fun chopping up with you guys. The story time. This is actually another one. So, me and my friends, we used to, I mean, like, be a whole bunch of us, like 10, 12 of us. We used to run in packs. All dudes, you know, we used to always mob, you know what I mean? We wasn't no gang or anything like that. We were just, we was just a gang of guys packed up, you know what I mean? Looking to have fun, looking to fight, whatever, you know what I mean? So, my man Clint, he said, come on, God, rest in peace, my friend. He said, come on, let's go to Marshall White. We can go swimming, right? Everyone got their towels, they got their trunks. They go to Marshall White and go swimming because everybody went to the Marshall White. Everybody liked Mr. Lucas. Rest in peace, Mr. Lucas. Mr. Lucas would actually throw money in the pool while you swimming in there. Mr. Lucas, over here. He would throw like quarters and nickels and dimes and 50-cent pieces. But he would throw it in he'd throw something to the little kids that's in the little water, like 3 feet. But we like 9 feet. 9 feet was where it's at. You got the diving board, jump out the diving board, do flips and shit. And he would throw coins over there. 50-cent pieces, 50 cents, nickels and dimes, even pennies. Like he'll get Mr. Lucas was awesome, man. Rest in peace, Mr. Lucas. Like he would always have change in his pockets. You hear Mr. Lucas go chicka-ching-a-ling, like all that change, you know it's time he's gonna throw that stuff in the water, right? And he did that, so we're having a ball, right? Went swimming that whole day. My boy say, come on guys, we're gonna go to my house. Some of us didn't go, because it was 10 of us. He says, alright, everyone start going their own way. So it was me, Clint, my man Insane, Corey, and Victor. It was us 5. We was going to Clint's house to get some meat. We got food's on me. Y'all go and raid the fridge because his mom always had food in there. Cause I want to talk. So he was telling me, I want to make me a I want to make me a taco, like a taco burrito like a salad burrito. My bad. A salad burrito where you get the lettuce, tomato, onion, with the ranch dressing, and some ham. And you wrap it all in a nice soft tortilla. You know what I mean? And crunch it. Like, that sounds good, Clint. I can't wait to get to your house, bro. This is funny though. This is crazy though. So we was all having fun. We're hungry. We just got to swimming because swimming makes you thirsty and it makes you hungry, right? He's like, we're gonna go eat. We're gonna go raid Clint's fridge, kick back, watch some cartoons and shit, right? Man, we got close to Clint's house, and he had a nice house too. And all of a sudden, and I'm not lying, man. All of a sudden, you heard and seen some furniture emerge out of his window. There goes a chair. Like, what the fuck? Like a chair, like a kitchen chair, come flying out of his window, broke the top window. Okay, so we all stopped and was like, damn. Another chair, out the window again. Here comes the table, out the window. Now the window broke now, everything's just flying out of it. I was like, damn, Clint, what the fuck, man? Someone's in your burglarizing your fucking house, bro. We laughing and shit. Here comes, then the bottom window came out. Here comes this couch. It was like, I'm telling you, it's like you don't even see nobody. You don't see nobody standing in the window tossing shit. It's just, you just see objects coming flying out that shit. And he's looking all, we all fucking shocked. It looked like it might rain. We're looking all shocked and shit like, damn. Like, oh my God. Man, they were, whatever it was moving him out. All the chairs, the kitchen table was out on the grass. There goes the couch. There goes the little sofa chair. The little small TV come flying out. Bam! All this shit's come out of his house. Like, everything that was in the front room was outside. Everything that was in the kitchen, outside. So we waited. I was like, damn, dog. What the fuck? Someone's really pissed at you. We was laughing, clowning. And he was like getting sad. Like, oh, my mom's gonna be pissed. So we waited until everything, there was no more furniture, no more chairs, no nothing. We didn't want to get hit by that shit. Whoever was in there was pissed off, right? So the door was still locked though, but the windows were it was just the upstairs window and the downstairs window from what we seen. And he said, fuck this, I gotta go see who's in the house. So we all bum rushed the house. Didn't have to open the door, just climbed through the fucking window. Nobody's in there. We searched our whole house. We went to the backyard. We went upstairs, downstairs, and laundry. All of us. There's 5 of us, and each one of us had a piece of that house, looking around for anything. Anybody hiding in a closet? Anybody? Any evidence of anybody? A human being. Let's put it that way. As in the area. No. There wasn't nobody in there. Whatever it was it threw their shit out of there. That house got tore down. That was messed up. I would never forget that. His mom had to actually get a U-Haul, put all this stuff in their U-Haul, and they moved out of that house. They moved out of that house that next day. They ended up tearing that house. There's a lot of haunted houses out here in Ogden. Well, they probably know more because they got tore down. But that was a hell of an experience that I seen. I ain't never seen someone get moved. I seen people move in a house, but I never seen people get moved out in that way. I heard them moving out, like carrying your chair out and carrying the couch and your table, your refrigerator, whatever you're moving out, with a couple of people helping you. But just seeing objects fly out the damn window and couches and TVs and shit, that shit was crazy. It was like a magnet, like. It looked like a yard sale by the time that shit was. It went on for about a good 5 or 10 minutes too. It looked like a damn yard sale by the time, a messy yard sale, but all their belongings and shit was all on the lawn, and that was fucking crazy, man. I was like, damn. But yeah, man, I can go on and on about these spooky stories, but the main one that I really like was that one with the 3 angels, man. 3 of them. 3 angels, pure white. And they say they were walking with the wind. Walking with the wind. I'll be right back, guys. Looks like we might get a little bit of rain tonight. Hope not. Anybody got any stories they would like to tell, man? Anybody have any spooky experiences? Type Y in the chat. Been live for 2 hours. Hope you guys are having a great day. Appreciate you guys pulling up and listening to my jibber jabber. That's what I do sometimes, man. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share out the live stream. I remember one day my cousin was go to my cousin's house a lot too, man. We used to, you know, go steal bikes and all that shit. One day we left his dad in there. We all went out and Reggie was in there. And we was at the we was at the mall. We was at the Ogden City Mall. You know, we didn't have no money. We was in there just being thugs, I guess you can say. So Reggie calls, no, he not text, but he pagered him. Remember pagers, remember beeper, beep, 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 beep. We had to go to the payphone, put your quarter in there, make the call, right? He said, Melly Mel, you need to come home right now. There's somebody in here. I need to find out who's in here. Who's up in here? So ain't nobody in there. He said, no, man, there's somebody in the attic. I keep hearing somebody walk around that damn attic upstairs. And Mel was like, man, ain't nobody up there, Pops. Ain't nobody in there, man. It's probably the TV show you watch, somebody, the neighbors or some shit. But there is no I mean, they live in a house. He said, man, y'all need to bring y'all asses back home right now. Not to me, because I didn't live with him. He's talking about his kids. So it's like, man, I got to go home. He said, all right, come home with you. Because I live right down the street from them guys anyway. So we get there. And Reggie goes, man, there's somebody up in that attic. I keep hearing them. I don't hear them all. So he goes, y'all be quiet for a minute. Quiet. So we're quiet for a long minute. And you don't hear nothing. Just quiet, right? So I said, man, ain't nobody up in here, Reggie. I said, he goes, man, I heard somebody up there. Well, let's go to the attic then. I tell him, let's all go to the attic. I ain't going up there, Reggie said. He's supposed to be the man of the house, right? Going up in that attic. I said, man, come on, man. Let's go up in the attic because he was up in there. You got a flashlight? See, I got a flashlight. He goes in there and gets his flashlight, right? Now, it's one of them attics where you pull down the door and the ladder comes down, right? Old ass house. Going up there, man. See who's up in your house, Reggie. And I was like, yeah, go up there, Dad. Go see who's up in there. You the man of the house. I ain't going in there. Reggie ain't going in there. I sure ain't going up there. Now we all go upstairs, right? So Reggie takes the lead. Okay, let's all go up. It was like a movie. All go upstairs. We go up in the attic, right? And that stuff, that insulation shit's all over the place on both sides. And you touch that shit, if you're allergic to that shit, you gonna itch your ass off, right? And I'm one of those guys. And lo and behold, I touch that shit and I'll start itching immediately. I'm itching and shit, but it's hot up there. It's a little stuffy in the attic, right? Turn on the light. He got the light on. He's shining that bitch. Now, keep in mind, it's one of them, it wasn't a long, skinny flashlight. It was one of them square ones where the battery, them big old square batteries go on there. You know what I mean? Them railroad lights. Orange. It was an orange one. I'll never forget that one either. Yeah, it was this color. Hold on. It was the color of this plug right here. See, it was the color of this orange plug. Looked just like this orange plug. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it was orange anyway. Go up in there. He's shining. It's bright too. You can see nothing but the little particles of the insulation flying around and shit. And all of a sudden, that flashlight, as we got in there more, the flashlight started flickering and flickering, and it cut out, and that damn door slammed. The ladder didn't come back, but that door slammed. Blam! Everyone, me, Reggie, Mel, and Freddie, we all screamed like little bitches. Oh, whoa, whoa! And we was in there. Reggie was kicking that door, and it would not open. It was getting hot in there. I was itching, and I was just screaming, Reggie, open the door, open the door. Open this damn door, open this damn door. Somebody open the door. Now, the only one that was missing was little Van. Van, I don't know where he was, but the mom had came home. guess she had been to the store, something to get some groceries. But she happens to come home, man, and hear us up there screaming, let us out, let us out. And she went up in there and opened the latch of that door, and it was, I mean, that was a relief to me. I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? It was dark in there. There was no light. You know what? I never went back to their house. You know what I mean? If they wanted to play, like they say, let's go play. Hey, you can meet me at the Marshall White Center. Meet me at the MWC, because I am not going to y'all house. Not after that experience. You know what I mean? After all the shit that I've been through and seen and all that shit, enough was enough. So they had to meet me at the MWC. But they remained living in that house until they moved out. I told my grandma about it. My grandma, she lived to be 103 years old. Back then, she was like, you know, she was probably in her 80s then. You know, but she would sit me down and she would tell me stories. Like, young man, sometimes you gotta separate yourself from other places. Because some places are spooky and some places are just not meant to go in. You know, period. But the spirits and stuff exist. A lot of people may not believe it, but I am a believer. I am a believer of it, and I'm a seer of it. So I'm sharing it with you guys. You know what I mean? I hope I'm not spooking you guys out or anything like that, but it exists. You know, where there's good, there's evil. You know, so yeah. Really hell of an experience, man. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna close this down, man, and go up here and try to work on some videos. You know what I mean? I'll probably go on tomorrow or something. Play some more. I know I was supposed to do the car meet today, but I want to be sure that everybody's gonna show up to the car meet. I just don't want to be the only one on the airport strip with a car talking about let's have a car meet. So let me know, guys, if you guys are interested. Those who have Grand Theft Auto 5, you guys are interested in customizing your car. You know, and like I said, the winner of the car, the best customized vehicle will get 85% of the cut of KO Perico. You know what I mean? And I will do all the setups. You don't have to help me with them, because I will do them myself. I will give you 85% of the cut. That leaves me with 15%. And you can get that money, which will be probably $1 million or more. So yeah, or even more. It can be $2 million. It all depends on what they give you on the island. If it be the ruby necklace, it could be, you know, tequila. It can be bearer bonds. You know, it can be anything in that value. There's gold. There's cash. You know what I mean? So let me know if you guys are interested in that. So I think it's gonna get ready to storm right here, and I'm gonna get off and like I said, I'm gonna work on some videos, and I'm gonna search the YouTube community for people I am subscribed to, so I can show them love, hang out with them, because I have 900 and probably 5 people that I have to support. And I usually go down the list and try to support everybody that I can. Like last night, I hung out with Lock and Loaded all day. I hung out with my man As Promise for a long time. Then I went over to the Man Murder Show. I hung out with him for the majority of the time. I went over to Diva's channel. I went over to my man Nose Gaming's channel. You know, a lot of people don't think that I'm in their chat, but I am. Or in their live stream, but I am. I'm actually just kicking back, watching you guys get down. Enjoy your live stream and hitting that like button and just chopping it up, guys. So that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the day today. I had a great workout. You know what I mean? Did 12 good strong rounds on the bag. I got a few good rounds of shadow boxing in. I done told y'all some spooky stories. I done told you guys a real life spiritual story that I and my sisters and my brother has experienced. Like I say, guys, stay safe, stay blessed out there, and y'all know the rest. Out the night, out the building, ladies and gentlemen. You guys stay safe and blessed out there. Peace out, man. Peace out.
You guys stay safe out there, man. One love.